3 tweet of the weeks from Waterford. But I want to hear from Trimble. They got to speak, or I'm here with Nick Niehaus. You're going to speak about the struggles that they've had out in Gloucester. What's going on, man?
You know, unfortunately for Trimble fans, I really don't have much good news to tell you as they ended another week winless. They started the week off with a loss at home against Miller and followed it up with a tough road matchup against Federal Hawking. The Lady Tomcats dropped their first game against Fed Hawk earlier in the year, making this Trimble team hungry for revenge, but the Fed Hawk defense had a plan of their own. They got up into a full court press and forced 6 turnovers early in the first quarter and didn't even allow a shot attempt from Trimble the first 2 minutes of the game. The offensive struggles from Trimble continued the entire game as they were only able to hit from beyond the arc just once. Not only were shots not falling for the Lady Tomcats, but they also had their troubles on the defensive end as well. Fed Hawk was able to exploit Trimble's zone defense with their perimeter shooting and great ball movement. With Fed Hawk's heavy defense and Trimble's offensive struggle, the Lady Lancers were able to gain a comfortable lead early on in the game and pretty much coast the rest of the way. The Lady Tomcats will look to bounce back in their next conference game when they will face Southern.
Now, they aren't necessarily known for their offense, but what about the boys?
Well, you know, I'm glad you mentioned that, Eric, because if you just watched the first half of the Waterford game, you thought that they'd have everything figured out offensively. But as we all know, it takes two. You have to compete for 2 full halves to win a game. With both teams at the top of the Hawking and Waterford taking the first contest, Trimble needed this win in order to take a share of the conference championship. The game was tied at half, but Waterford came out strong defensively in the third. Trimble was only able to put up 1 point the entire third quarter and score their first field goal of the second half, coming with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Trimble could not get any shot to fall in their half-court offense, and defensively they just could not stop the post play from Waterford. Trimble finally had a surge of scoring late in the fourth quarter, but the game was already out of hand at that point as they fell to the Wildcats 61-49. I talked to Coach Howie Caldwell after the game, and he said that they were just missing someone to take the game into their own hands, score a bucket, and stop the avalanche of the Waterford scoring.
They needed some more scoring. Who do you think can be that person to step up for the Tomcats?
We know Randy Hickson and Tyler Slack, they've normally been the 1-2 punch this year. They really can get it done offensively. You know, at the game in the second half, they were getting up good shots, you know, open shots. None of them could fall. It seemed like there was a lid on that basket.
They got to step up, man. They got to step up. But, Nick, thank you, man. Now, who did step up this